Good afternoon, Northwest. That's Sam Converse.
And he's Zach Gorsuch.
It's April 5th, and you know what that means.
What does it mean?
Well, this is the anniversary of the day Harry Truman signed the Marshall Plan.
Yeah, well, it's also
Cougar Roundup! Sam, you want to hear this sick new poetry I just wrote?
No, I actually want to hear the real poets. They're performing today at the Poetry Slam.
The Poetry Slam began, I want to say 15 years ago, when we had a very dedicated broadcast journalism and English teacher and our school librarian who started it up as an event, and then it became a Northwest tradition, and it's gotten kind of bigger and smaller, and it's changed in a bunch of ways since then, but it started with teachers and students being interested in poetry and giving students a stage for that. We continue doing the Poetry Slam every year because there are always issues to talk about, and there are always a lack of places for students to really voice their concerns about things they care about. So the Poetry Slam is all about celebrating using student voices to talk about whatever it is that makes them passionate. I think my favorite poem would be Daniela Silva's from a couple years ago, and it was about some financial cuts to education. So I was a teacher, so it hit me right where I lived, and the crowd was really into it, and that was one of my favorites that I've seen. My favorite part of the Poetry Slam is when someone is super nervous and then they get up and do an amazing job, and they were on the fence about doing it at all to begin with, and then as soon as they get done, they get mobbed by this swarm of people who's just pulling them into a group hug. And it's the coolest thing to see someone who's maybe quiet and doesn't speak out as much then do something amazing and have other people recognize it. I think the Poetry Slam's lasting impact is that it teaches students that their voices matter. We spend a lot of time being told sit down, be quiet, do this, do that, and it's a chance for students to sort of change the conversation about, maybe it's political issues they care about, maybe it's personal identity, but it's a chance for them to see that their words have an impact, especially when they connect with other people.
I've done the Poetry Slam all 4 years of my high school career, so I started in freshman year. I like poems that are mocking. I've written, that sounds bad, critiques of systems or being angry at political events, things like that. I gotta say some stuff that I wanted to say, and I think that my poems were well received. Poetry is a really great outlet, I think, and I think it lets people kind of understand certain things that maybe would be hard to talk about otherwise, and it's also just a really great way to get emotions out of you. And so I got hooked, and I've been doing it ever since. I think that overall, as a whole, the Poetry Slam offers students a new way to interact and connect. On the field trip forum, London made a joke about the agenda being after the Poetry Slam we'll have hugs and pizza or something like that. But I really do think that that's accurate. I think it does develop a lot of friendships.
Man, those poets are really killing it today. Make sure to check KUGR's YouTube channel for a live stream of the Poetry Slam.
Hey, Zach, poetry is cool and all, but I've always wanted to do a color run.
Hey, Sam, you know you can't run with them. You're too dang fast, you silly goose.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll have to check out the Color Run Color Dance. Here's Sophia and Taven with more.
What's up, Northwest? I'm Taven Mesh, and I'm going to pass it over to Spencer Shreve to talk about the Color Run/Dance.
Oh ho! Good morning! The Northwest Color Run Color Dance will be held April 17th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on the Northwest area. It's going to start kind of where the old soccer fields are in the back of the student parking lot, and then you're going to end up on the Northwest track after you run. And on the track, that's where the dance will be held. Buy a t-shirt at all 3 lunches because we're selling them now. It's $10, but that's for the entire run and the entire dance. And you don't have to run because I can't run right now, so I'm just gonna walk it. So I hope to see you all there because it's gonna be so fun, and you should tell all your friends about it because they should come too.
Hey, there's this dude.
JJ.
Yeah, that's right. Jack Johnson.
Probably don't know anything about him.
Yeah, probably not.
Fools.
Here's a video about literally everything there is to know about him.
It's cool.
Many of you know the face and the name, but do you know who he truly is? Let's get to know Jack Johnson.
I should be doing lunch duty, but something came up, and so I'm taking care of that. So we're a team. I'm an associate principal, yes. Career goals? Yeah, I'd like to be a principal one day. I would like to run some marathons. I would like to participate in a triathlon or an Ironman. I like doing Ironman. I've been given. So a lot of people don't even have the opportunity to walk. So there's no excuse for me not to be able to do what I do.
These are all the things that I'm in charge of. These ones. And these are all everything we do.
My hero is my father. There you go. That's our work.
That was Jack Johnson. Now, here's some info on theater's production of tonight's Band Geeks.
Band Geeks is about, well, it's about a marching band, and it's a really crappy marching band. I'm not gonna lie, they kind of suck, and they get a new drummer, and the new drummer kind of helps to try to turn them around. The whole show is based on the premise of they're trying to get better. They want to get better. They're doing what they can to get it together.
We've been rehearsing since about probably early February, since that's when we stopped Oklahoma.
It's actually a really relatively new show. It came out in 2006, I'm pretty sure. So not a lot of people have done it. There's not a lot of references that we can look at to do it, so there's a lot of interpretation on our parts.
The main characters are Elliot, who is played by Jackson Tomlin, and he's the main character. And he's the band captain, and he's really wanting to get the band together, get it turned around. Then we have Laura, who's played by Claire Severance, and she's Elliot's best friend, and she's helping Elliot to help him get the band turned around, do her part. And so Elliot and Laura, they really work together. The other character is Jake. I play Jake, and he's like he's a football player, and at the beginning he really kind of doesn't want to be there, and so he provides kind of a bit of conflict in there.
So, yada yada yada, baseball, whatever. That's in the past. Let's get a little softer in here with our undefeated girls softball team.
On April 2nd, Shawnee Mission Northwest took on Shawnee Mission North for softball. Shawnee Mission Northwest got ahead in the first game 4-1 and then won the second game 6-1. Jenica Boltman pitched the first game. Megan Formalt pitched the second game. Varsity's next game will be the upcoming Tuesday against Shawnee Mission West at the Shawnee Mission Softball Complex. Be there.
Didn't mean to cross you up there, but it's a little too soft in here. Let's check in with Jack and Brydog to see who's going to win that national title.
What's up, Northwest? It's Jack Burton with the Ocho, and we're asking people who they think will win the national championship. Okay, Jake, who do you think is going to win the NCAA championship?
Probably Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, they're the 1 seed, you know. Right now they're the favorites.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Lakshay, who do you think will win the national championship?
Well, all of them are really good, so I think one of them will win.
Okay, so we have Eric and Gage here. Who do you guys think is going to win the national championship?
Shoot. Boston.
Boston?
Yeah, definitely Boston.
We're the hotties. Hey, who do you think is going to win the national championship in basketball?
Auburn.
Nice. Okay, Caroline, who do you think is going to win the national championship in basketball?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't watch it.
So, Colin, who do you think will win the national championship?
The 76ers.
Good call, good call. Who do you think will win the national championship in basketball?
Texas Tech.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Max, who do you think will win the national championship in basketball?
Auburn, because they shoot lights out.
Okay, who do you think will win the national championship in basketball?
Michigan State.
Michigan State.
Okay, cool, thank you. Bye. Mr. Jack Maloney, who do you think is going to win the national championship?
For basketball? Basketball. Okay, let me think about this. You got Gonzaga, Michigan State, Auburn, and Mississippi State. My heart's with Michigan State. My head says Texas Tech.
Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, who do you think is going to win the national championship in basketball?
Basketball? I don't know any teams. I'm going to say the Penguins. Is that one?
Who do you think is going to win the national championship in basketball?
I'm going for Texas Tech.
You're going for Texas Tech?
Big 12 all the way.
Who won the Dent bracket pool?
It's a sore subject.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Dent.
Yep.
That sure was a lot of bowling.
I think I'm about to have hypertrophic cardiomyopathy.
That sounds fake, but whatever.
Well, no, it's actually a rare condition where the heart muscle...
No, shut up. Have a great day, Northwest.